Hello, Zoe here from Thorcrest Farm. I'm just going to talk about feeders. I've had a lot of mention of it on a Facebook page. And this feeder design we've been using for about 30 years. Not this particular feeder, of course, just the design. And this one is what I would call a double feeder. They can come in from both sides. And I think it's about, 28 inches wide. You can go up to about 36 inches wide. You can see here they can overlap their heads, but depending on the size of your goat, 36 inches would be about the max, or else they wouldn't be able to reach in the center, and there'd always be a little bit of hay left in the center. Ooh, just got pushed out of the way by Rosita. Anyways, I really like this design. We've tried quite a few different types over the years, but this one just works for us in our situation. Of course, we don't have goats with horns, so it certainly wouldn't work with anyone who has horns. And if you're have a lot of goats and are feeding round bales, obviously this design wouldn't work. Although you could probably modify it a little bit for a round bale, but this is just for small square bales, and that's what we use. And the main thing I like about this feeder is they have to step up. So they've got a little step there, and it's great because we dam raise our kids, so they're always left out with their mums, and the kids love to go underneath the feeder. It's a really nice snug place to have a nap and just hang out, and we find the kids are always under there when they're having a snooze. Oh, Pixie, she's clearing out the feeder there. And that's another design feature that I really like about this feeder is that if a doe does come in and pushes a goat out of the way, the other goat that's being pushed will just slide down the feeder and be able to come out the end or wherever. If you have a feeder design where the opening here has slats, or it's like slatted, so each goat puts their head in between a slat. If a goat punches them, they could get really pushed to the side and their head may not come out in time and really hurt their neck. The other issue I find with slatted ones, say it's really tall, so you've got quite a, it's narrow, so that only one goat can get their head in here, but it's quite tall. Another goat can come on top of that goat that's already in there and actually choke her. And I've seen that a few times, and it's not a lot of fun. So that's why we like this design. They have to step up. They have to turn their head slightly sideways to get into the feeder, and then it tends to make them stay in while they're eating. And so, yeah, that's why we like this design. So this is our double one, and it's about 6 feet long. And we have, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 in there right now on that side. And we still have quite a bit of room over there. So you could, oh, there's 5 in there. She's not quite putting her head up there. So yeah, we can get quite a few goats in here, and it works really well. The other nice thing about this feeder, if you take all the hay out, they can reach the bottom, and then you can put some grain in there if you want to feed grain in that feeder. This is our single, what I call a single feeder. The goats only eat from one side, and it's about 18 inches wide. So you wouldn't want it much wider, or else they wouldn't be able to reach to the back there. So yeah, that's our feeder design. We have it on our website, and I'll put a link below to it, and it gives you all the dimensions. Oh, got a cough. And it's very easy to build. It's just all straight lumber and maybe 1 or 2 cuts. Like this one, really the only things I had to cut were the legs and the little supports for the step. And everything is just dimensional number. So 2x4s for the legs. These cross pieces here are 1x6s. The one up on top, oh, Floretta. She wants me to pet her. Okay, Floretta is a 2x6 because a 1x6 is not strong enough. And then the step is a 2x6. I find that's nice. You can use a 2x4, but a 2x6 is a little bit nicer. It's a little bit wider for them to stand on. Oh, I got 2 goats here demanding that I pet them. Right, Florida? So yeah, it's a super easy design to build, not many cuts. And like this 8 foot, I didn't have to cut any of the long pieces. They're just 8 feet and just had to cut the legs to it. And of course the bottom, you can either use a piece of plywood if you want to cut that, or some 2x6s laid out on their side would work. Can't really see it, it's full of hay right now. Oh, Floretta. She just won't leave me alone. She wants her scratches, right, Floretta? There we go. Anyways, we found they've worked really well for us. They keep the hay clean. Kids can't get into them. I mean, we've used this for about 30 years, and I think I've had about 2 or 3 kids get into them over the years, and those are quite young kids. And yeah, they normally don't get their hooves in them. They can't poop in them because they're higher than their rump. That's why they have to step up. So the hay stays nice and clean. No feet in it. No poop in it. No kids in it. And not a lot of waste. We just put this out this morning, so that's about our waste so far. Oh, Floretta. Really? She is just wanting me to pet her. She just won't leave me alone. She always wants to scratch. Anyways, I hope you like the design and go check it out on our website.